When you change your mind, your physical reality or your life will change on its own. When you say consciousness is the only reality, the prior statements still apply. Why? Because what you are conscious of must be the only reality there is if you agree that consciousness is the only reality. If you agree with conscious is the only reality, it means that you agree that what you are conscious of is your reality. It has to be if consciousness is the only reality. The beauty of being a human is being able to choose the meaning of reality or of life or of situations that happen to or around you. Whatever meaning you attach to a subject gives it awareness or spotlights the situation to create more of it. Consciousness is the only reality. That means that what and who you are conscious of being is the only reality. If you are aware that you are a person trying to manifest your desire, that means you are conscious of being a person who doesn't really have their desire. You are aware of being someone who doesn't have it yet and is still trying to get it. That becomes your truth. It becomes who you are. I'm trying to manifest. And because that's who you are and what you are aware of going through, I'm still manifesting, you will create more situations where you can solidify the I'm still trying belief. You get stuck in a mindset, in a state of only trying to get the desire instead of having it. It means you are not conscious or aware of having what you want, because therefore you will create more situations proving you so. You manifest what you are and not what you want. Neville's words, not mine. Example of a self-inner talk. I might have started out if I were in this situation. These are the facts about my life. My name is Beth, and right now, I'm trying to manifest Harry back in my life. I've been trying for a while and I'm trying to get better at it. I slowly am. Harry left me last month and he's been hot and cold in my life. I think there's a third person in the picture now, but I just want it all to go away. I've been trying to affirm all of the time and stay on my mental diet, based on what Beth just recited to herself. She is and will continue to manifest or see in her life. Harry and she are still separated. Circumstances show her that she still has more to work for to get Harry back. More hot and cold situations that she needs to fix. A third person appears. We are all Beth or have been at some point on our journey, and that is totally okay. The way Beth should start to think or begin to think is, these are the facts of my life. My name is Beth. I am manifesting Harry back in my life, or I am aware that Harry is back in my life. Whichever sounds most natural to you. Just remember, it's always I am, because it's present tense. It is your reality presently, right now, in whatever moment you're in. No matter what you're doing or where you are at. School, driving, about to take a nap, working, doesn't matter. Whenever you think of the situation, speak or think in the present tense of what the situation is and how you see yourself related to it. I am so happy with the way my life is. I am back together with Harry. What do I have to be sad about? What do I need to worry about? I have him back already. I am happy with our relationship. What else is there to think about but how in love I am? Nothing, so relax, Beth. Go live your life. Focus on what you do want. Having Harry back in your life and feeling good because of it. Not what you don't want. I still have to manifest him. I am truly aware that he's not really here yet, so I still must have to do this to get him. Maybe if I do X, he'll do Y. That is not living as if. That is forgetting your power and that consciousness is the only reality. Because if you remembered that, your consciousness or awareness or thoughts or self-inner talk is the only reality there is, you'd start to shift your thinking. Therefore, focus on the thoughts that show you what you do want, the thoughts that make you feel as though you do already have what you do want, the thoughts that make you feel good, confident, and sure of yourself. Do this every single time the subject of your desire comes into your mind. Replace your focus on the negatives, whatever they are. Choose to change your mind on the subject. Choose to, every time. Change your mind, change your reality. Our brain works off of repetition. What you tell it all of the time will show you how you are right. You should Google the confirmation bias. It's very interesting and goes along with this topic perfectly. What you think is true, your brain will show you that it is true via 3D reality, because consciousness is the only reality. Think about it. If your mom called you fat every single day of your life, at first you might not believe it. You choose whether you choose on purpose or not to believe I look fine, mom crazy. But hearing it day after day, every time you talk to her, would begin to change your mind on what you think is the reality of what your body truly looks like. Subconsciously, you might start to look at yourself more in the mirror. Maybe find a small stretch mark, a little pudge, little extra fat somewhere. And then when you start noticing these things more and more and hearing your mom's voice in your head calling you fat all of the time, it'll really start to stick. After a while, your mind will be changed, then it will be just a part of who you are. That's how manifesting is done. That is why you manifest all of the time, purposefully or not, consciously or unconsciously. You don't have to believe in your affirmations at first. Most of the time you won't. But like in the example above, what you continue to say to yourself, you will start believing in it, and once you start believing in it, you will start to see more and more of it in your life. Once you think that's just how it is, you've closed yourself in a loop. And that's not necessarily always bad. This is what you're supposed to do when you consciously manifest. You are deciding what you choose to believe. Start choosing to believe in good instead of bad. If you change what you are conscious of, you will change your reality. So, if you're still trying to manifest a good relationship with your SP, money, a vacation, school, etc., make it a priority to change your mind on the situation. Change your mind about still having to achieve your desire. Remind yourself that you already have it. Neville talks heavily about serving two masters, and it's something I constantly remind myself of. I can't serve two masters. Either I am manifesting efficiently or I'm not, but I'm trying to. There's no in between. Either you are or you aren't. Either you believe it or you don't. Either you have it or you don't. Either you keep telling yourself that you're trying to do something or you tell yourself that you are doing it. Which one do you think you'll have better results with getting your goal? X. I don't have to try to manifest it anymore because I have it. I am aware of being the girl or guy that has a great relationship with the person of my dreams. I am choosing to be aware of it. I am choosing to be conscious of it. I am purposefully choosing to think good thoughts about this situation because I know my thoughts about a subject will materialize in my life. I know that who I am conscious of being will be my reality. I am choosing to be aware that I have what I want already. I am choosing to feel good, relaxed, happy, in love, rich, beautiful, etc. because I am aware that I already am it. I am choosing to view my life this way because I know what I am aware of creating and will continue to do so. Use that same template for manifesting money, a house, a car, a physical change, literally anything. Change your mind greater than change your life. Change your mind greater than change your reality. Change your mind greater than change your 3D. They all mean the same thing. Your life, your physical reality is your thoughts objectified. Your thoughts solidify into situations in a way that your physical senses can pick up on, can perceive, can experience in your physical form, your human form. What your inner voice says is true, and will always be true for you, and will show in your world as such. When you affirm, I am in a relationship with my SP, and the little voice in your head says path, you wish. Stop lying to yourself. That rebuttal is what is manifesting because that little voice is what you really believe. That's the voice you want to change. That isn't part of your mind that you need to work on changing. Neville stressed self-inner talk because what your self-inner talk, that voice, says is what truly believes to be true. Change that. Change your mind. The way to change your mind is by the techniques you learn in the community. What you learn in NG books, and maybe even other manifesting coaches. All the ways they show you to manifest are truly ways to change your mind. They are ways to get you into the mindset of automatically believing what you have been affirming, because once you do, your reality will automatically change along with it. This was one of the biggest game changers for me. My old goal when consciously manifesting changed from wanting to see my desires manifest physically to wanting my mind to agree with the affirmations I was repeating. The inner talk, my little voice, to believe the affirmations I was repeating to myself because I understood finally that my consciousness is the only reality. Once I could think after weeks of telling myself these affirmations, I'm making great money and I'm finally growing to become financially stable. My mind wasn't fighting me as much or at all on the affirmation. I knew my job was done. Once I got to the point where I could overlook life circumstances and still say I'm not worried, I knew I reached my goal. Again, your mind might fight the new affirmations. In the beginning, it's normal for your mind not to believe them, but that is what you need to work on changing. Change your mind. Use scripting to help change your mind. Use affirmations to help change your mind. Use subliminals to help change your mind. Use SATs to help change your mind. Use any technique that you've heard. The goal should be changing your mind to believe that you don't have to worry, stress, or work hard for anything anymore because you already have it. Persistence is key. I know you've all heard that by now. Persist in those techniques, and persist in reminding yourself that you have it already. Persist when, oh, I don't like what's happening here, but I don't have to react because I don't need to. Changing your mind. Persist in repeating who you are now in the present moment. Start affirming I am in a relationship with my specific person, or I am having the most beautiful wedding, or this vacation that I'm going on will be fun, despite the circumstances you may be facing. Listen and watch out for your mind to have a counter rebuttal or negative thought and challenge it. Answering those thoughts back is a sure way to grow. If you keep running from them, you're keeping them there by saying this is something I have to run from. Answer your mind when it starts thinking negatively. Okay, this is what I'm thinking right now and I really feel as though it is true, but I know that it's not. This is temporary because I am conscious of being the person I want to be. I'm aware that I don't have to worry about it any longer because it means nothing. What I am aware of is the only reality. When your mind tells you you're being delusional, you can't achieve this. This will never be real. You don't have to be afraid of acknowledging it and answering it. No, I have changed my mind already. I can achieve whatever I set my mind to, and I am doing so. Nothing can come to stop it because I've made up my mind. It's already done. From that mindset, you will start consciously manifesting effortlessly. Another big tip is to stop trying. To admit that you are trying to accomplish something means that you're subconsciously telling yourself it's not done yet. I have to keep trying. Get out of the habit of that. I mean that with love. Tough love, I wish I had 3 years ago. Get out of the habit of trying and do it. I am manifesting the life I want. I am not trying. I am doing it and it's going great. I am building financial stability and I'm doing great. I am changing my mind on this money subject. Money is super easy to come by. I am beautiful and I am strong. I am choosing to be more aware of believing that. I am choosing to remember that this is who I am. Self-love is important. Not necessary, but I'm an advocate of it. Once you love yourself and who you are and you build your confidence, the problem seems too big. You'll have the faith in yourself, your mind, and your abilities to accomplish. You will overcome anything thrown your way. Think of the most inspirational person in your life, be it a celebrity or your best friend or your mom. Would you not agree that they think highly of themselves? Or they're at least sure of themselves and confident in what they speak? That they think of themselves as worthy of where they are in life? Don't you think that once they set their mind to something, they can accomplish it no matter what? This is not to say that you'll never have problems or suffering or negativity. It's to say you'll have the strength to persevere. You'll have the confidence mentally to see something you don't like, acknowledge it, and change it. Once you are conscious of being the best version of yourself, or of growing in that direction, life's circumstances don't seem to bother you as much. They don't stress you out anymore. It'll feel like, oh, this bill is due tomorrow and I have no money. I know it'll get taken care of. I'm not going to worry about it. It'll feel like, oh, I haven't talked to him today. I know I'll hear from him soon. Must be busy or something. But I know he makes time for me. No worries. That is changing your mind from, oh no, this is something bad, to, oh, whatever. Not stressing about that anymore. It's really nothing to worry about. Your self-talk, the voice of your mind, will naturally start to change from always assuming negatively to assuming more positively. That is our power of being self-aware being. We can choose which life we live based on what we choose to react to, by what we choose to focus on, what we choose to be aware of, what we choose to be conscious of. Please, if you remember nothing else from this, remember that changing your mind will change your outer world. I promise your life will follow the way you want it to. Do it for a week. Be aware of your inner talk and choose to change your mind on the situations you don't like currently, just for a week, and see what happens. When you change your mind, you change your life. As within, so without. The saying says, as within first,